welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to start off by showing you a quick and easy recipe that you can use on a busy weeknight. Now this is called the lasagna soup. I got it off Pinterest years ago and it's one of those dump and go recipes. Now you can put this in a crock pot or on the stove top, and I prefer either way, it's fine, but today I'm doing it on the stove top because I had time, and really I didn't have time. That's the reason why I put it on the stove top. But you can make it either way. It's really easy. You're going to put all your vegetables and saute them with your meat, and then literally dump all of the ingredients that I showed you guys on that first clip into a pot and let it cook. And when I tell you, your kids are gonna be like, make that again, make that again. It's so good, trust me. You guys gotta let me know if you try this lasagna soup. Now you can swap out the elbow noodles for lasagna noodles so it can be like more like a lasagna soup, but this is how we like ours, and it's easy for the kids to eat. And I'm just gonna top some feta cheese and some more mozzarella on top of mine. And y'all, when I tell you, it's so good. And on the same day, I also made a sweet potato pie with those 2 sweet potatoes that I had in my pantry. So this is the next day. I wanted to show you guys how it looks in the morning. It's so peaceful. All the kids are going to school. It's so peaceful. But I'm also going to show you guys how it looks and how it can be chaotic. So this is all the laundry we got going on. The kids are digging in the laundry baskets trying to find clothes because our week has been crazy. So I'm going to start a load, and I'm going to talk to you guys about like routines and things that I am learning. So when I fold clothes, I like to watch something like a movie, a video, my favorite YouTuber, you know, just something on the TV while I fold clothes. It kind of just gives me something to do and not make the job so boring. And so it has to get done, so you might as well entertain yourself, right? So if that's you, pop me up on the screen. Let's get these clothes folded together. So if you're off your schedule like me this week, I've been off my schedule. We went to Mardi Gras, we went to the Super Bowl party my sister was throwing, and it was fun and everything, but over the weekend, that's when I do a lot of like our, you know, preparing for the week, the next week, and the kids get their clothes out for the whole week. And you saw them digging through laundry first thing in the morning on a Monday, trying to figure out what they were gonna wear for the next day, or that day. So I don't really like that. I'm sure nobody likes that. That's chaotic. It's not peaceful. It's not cozy. It's not all the things that I preach. It's very chaotic. And so I'm learning some things in my 30s that I am not going to be tolerating anymore. And I'm going to give you guys a list of those things. And you let me know in the comments, what are some things that you're learning now that you're getting older? This is not going to be a peaceful sit down, let's do laundry video. We're going to talk about it today. These are some things that I'm getting too old for. I have a whole list of the things that I'm getting too old for. I saw this on TikTok. We're jumping on the bandwagon. That's just a foreshadow for you. Now let's get into the things I'm getting too old for. Just for reference, I'm 32 years old, so I think the trend was things I'm getting too old for in my 30s, something like that. So we fit that criteria. The first thing I'm getting too old for, y'all, is noise. Excessive noise. People making a lot of noise. I'm just over that. And things making a lot of noise, like little toys and stuff like that for my kids. We're not buying stuff like that. No. Too much noise and all that carrying on, we're not dealing with that. The next thing I'm too old for, y'all, I'm getting too old for, is large gatherings. Now, we're not talking about the things that you have to go to, like family reunions and birthdays, and you know, I have a housewarming coming up, and you know, those things, you know, they kind of count, but they don't count for what I'm talking about. I'm talking about choosing places that you want to go hang out with your spouse or with your friends and all that, and it's just too much going on. y'all can count me out with that. I'm done with the large gatherings. I'm not trying to figure out who all gonna be in there. I'm just, people make me anxious. Situations like that make me anxious. So I just like the small crowds, and I've been like that. But I'm really as I get into my 30s, I'm really into like no large gatherings. The next thing that I'm getting too old for is not having an itinerary when I'm going with people. So if someone invite you out, like say, let's go here, let's go there, or you're planning a trip, and we're not going to go and see what's going to happen. We're going to have an itinerary. We're going to have our, list of where we're going to eat, where we're going to sleep, what places we're going to go. And I feel like I like that. I'm that type of traveler anyways. And so that's one of the things I'm learning, that I'm just getting too old for just spare the moment type thing. We're not dealing with that. We need to know what's happening. The next thing I am getting too old for is being inconvenienced. So in my 20s, y'all, I would do stuff for people who wouldn't even think about doing it for me. So we're not going to be inconvenienced moving forward. I'm talking about price, time, mood, just doing things out my way that people wouldn't do for me. And I don't know if we can call it selfish at this point, but I don't know. I need to hold a little bit of that for myself at this point, because people will work you half to death and they wouldn't even do it for you, And I'm not saying you do unto others. Hold on, what's the saying? I'm not saying that. Whatever the saying is, I'm saying choose wisely. The next thing that I'm getting too old for, y'all, is paying other people to do stuff that I know how to do, or I can learn how to do, stuff like that. So with my hair, people ask me all the time, who did your hair? Who did your hair? I did my hair. I did go get a consultation. The girl was going to charge me $1,300. And, I was thinking about saving up for it, just like, we're going to do it. And so my husband, had the bright idea of try yourself, do it, see if you can do it yourself. And if you can't, then yeah, we can talk about it. So I went home, I went on YouTube, and I found all these videos of people doing these DIY micro locks. So I ended up doing it, and this is only my first attempt, my first and last only attempt, and I've had these in my head for almost a year and a half. So there you go. And this can go for a whole bunch of other stuff, paying people to do birthday parties, stuff like that, you can do on your own. Now, I ain't talking about stuff when it could be convenient for you. You got to kind of balance that out. The next thing I am getting too old for, y'all, is staying longer than I need to. Like when I'm ready to go, it's time to go. I look at my husband, he already know it's time to go. Like, oh, he look at me. Look, I'm always ready to go. So that's just something I'm just getting too old for. I don't have to save face for nobody, y'all. I'm ready to go. It's not vibing like I wanted to vibe. I feel, it's just time for me to go. That's just how I am anyway. So I'm just learning to be even more like sticking to it, and not feeling bad about it. The last thing that I guess this kind of go with the other one, and that is lying to people about, like, say you don't like something or you don't want to go or whatever. I'm not saying I'm just a habitual liar. I'm just saying I try to save face and just, go along to get along type thing. I'm not dealing with that. And I'm not trying to be lying to people about how I'm really feeling, like, so I'm working on that still. But those are the things that I'm just getting too old for, y'all. Y'all let me know what y'all getting too old for. And I'm sorry this video was very chatty. I just wanted to talk to you guys. I wanted to jump on the bandwagon. Also, I had so much of this stuff built up in me. I needed to vent it out to somebody. And you guys this is my safe place. And I feel like I can add so much to this list. I just can't think about them any, like, right now. So yeah, y'all let me know in the comments what y'all getting too old for. And I'm gonna let y'all enjoy the rest of me, folding these clothes and stuff. Alright, so moving on, y'all, we're gonna go in here. This is the laundry room. It's so plain. I'm gonna be doing a makeover on it soon, but I wanted to go in and wipe my appliances off. They were really dusty and like lint everywhere. You know, you can't really see it that much on here, but when I start wiping them off, you'll be able to see it. And this shelf is so high, and I'm gonna put a little basket on the dryer so we can because that's what they end up anyway. Y'all saw them, they were already right there on the dryer, but I just needed not to just be sitting on the dryer, so I'm gonna put a little basket right there once I wipe everything off. But yeah, you can see it a little bit better now. It was really, you know, I had to take a wet rag and then I went in with a dry cloth to get it all up. But yeah, it was nasty. So this is how it's looking after I wiped everything down, added the baskets for accessibility. We're going to be doing a makeover in here, like I said before. We didn't get through all of the baskets of clothes, y'all. I got one in the washer, one in the dryer, and one to be put in the washer. But I feel like we did a good job being that I had 3 baskets of clothes to wash, dry, and fold up, and my dryer been acting up. So there you go. But if you like these videos, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I will see you guys on the next one. Bye.